Hello and welcome to Restore 2023. This is an opportunity for us to be reading together from God's Word, to be growing in our knowledge for Him, and to be living our lives for Him. Today we are in chapter 8 of the book of Daniel, and it's a continuation of the visions that Daniel is having. This is a follow on from chapter 7, and Daniel starts the chapter starts with I, Daniel. This is marking the beginning, the middle, and the end in the same way as it featured in chapter 7. The vision in this chapter begins with the appearance of the ram. Then we've got the clash between the ram and the goat, and then the throwing down and the trampling of God's people by the little horn, followed by the conversation between the two angels. The imagery here is phenomenal. The second part of the chapter begins with verse 15, and again Daniel says I, Daniel. Is referring to the Ulai Canal, and also references there to the Median, the Persian kings, as well as to the divided Greek Empire. And the last verse of chapter 8 is the way that Daniel reacts to the vision. He wants some time off work. In the vision, the angel is not named in chapter 7, but here he's called Gabriel, and he's the one who interprets the vision. One of the IVP commentaries states that Gabriel's interpretation of the vision's imagery aligns with Alexander's conquests of Persia in 334-330 BC. And shortly after Alexander dies at the age of 33, the Greek Empire, which was very big in those days, extended to the south in Egypt and east of the borders of India, divided in 4 smaller kingdoms under the rule. And there were 4 main generals actually: Cassander, Lysimachus, Seleucus, and Ptolemy. The Ptolemies and the Seleucids became the 2 kind of groups that were fighting within the Greek Empire, and they lasted into the 2nd century. And unfortunately, Judea was situated between them and suffered immensely because of this collision that they had. The phrase latter part of their reign foresees the severe persecution of the Jews by Antiochus IV, or the Antiochus Epiphanes, as well as the Maccabean revolts. Now, it's very clear here, God's sovereignty is stated in this chapter. God, in his power, oversees the shifting of the earthly kingdoms. He is with his people as they face the evil, as they face the struggle, and this evil is limited by God. And it's interesting how it's obvious that these forces oppose the heavenly armies and even God themselves. But God has the final say. God knows and holds the future.